Welcome to the Guidance for Light and Sound Meditation video series with Mark from PureEnergyMeditation.com. This is video number 16 of 45. So in the last video we introduced the power of words, or the power of your mind, and we looked very much at affirmations. We're going to evolve this slightly and look at something that is even more powerful in terms of evoking change in your state. In other words, your level of awareness, your energy vibration, if you like. So whereas an affirmation is describing a goal so that by repetition you move towards it, we're going to look now at intention, which is a lot more instantaneous in terms of its outcome. So as you know, I mean, we have intentions all the time, but when we have a conscious intention, then it's very much, my intention is X. It's a lot more direct. An affirmation is a goal that you're moving towards, whereas an intention is, for example, my intention in meditation. So I might say, right, my intention is to be more focused, or my intention is to be stiller. The intention itself carries a certain vibration, a certain power to it. So how can I explain this? With affirmations, you're working where you are to reorganize things so that you move into a more harmonious kind of mental environment. With an intention, you still start within your mind. It's still very much a mental thing, but it's almost like a signal flare, a rocket, a firework. So when you launch it, it goes to a higher vibration. So the affirmations are working very much in the same plane, but the intention is boom, on a much higher level. So it's got more power, it's got more immediacy about it. The best ways to really understand this is through experience. So we're going to go in and do a guided meditation during which I will introduce intentions, so that you can experience what it's like to have an intention in the moment. And this really touches on something, which is that, and much like with other forms, like with affirmations, the more you're in the moment, the more you're still, then when you bring something in like an affirmation or an intention, it has more power because you're giving it more of your attention. So intentions are more powerful. They still work from the mind level, but they resonate up through the different vibrational levels, whereas affirmations pretty much work within the mind level. The power of intention is actually one of the most powerful things you have. And whether that is in shifting your orientation towards love, or raising your vibration if you feel yourself going in a certain direction that isn't very healthy or helpful or supportive, instantaneous change can come from an intention. So let's go inside and let's explore this firsthand. So as before, just make sure you're relaxed, take a moment, pause the video if you need, so that you can just sort out your sacred space, and then when you're ready, we'll carry on, go inside and just play with the power of intention. So close your eyes if you haven't already done so. And enjoy noticing how, with practicing the things you've already done, you can begin to become even stiller. Noticing your breathing, being aware of your body, and letting go. Letting go. And as you breathe in, and as you relax, you can move your awareness even deeper inside, becoming stiller, still. Now. And whatever you notice, and whatever you don't notice, is okay. Allowing the breath to flow deeper, softly, being present,
being in the moment, just being. And in a little while, but not yet, we're going to explore intention. And as you notice the space between each word, you can become more aware that there is a difference between imagining and noticing. And so, as we explore the power of intention, you can give yourself permission to move beyond needing to imagine, to visualize, or to create with your mind, allowing your inner awareness to sit back more on the inside and just observe and trust, to trust the experience you are having. And relax even more. Notice what changes as you have the intention to go deeper inside. And without thinking, without needing to understand, notice what changes as you have the intention to be stiller now. Taking a deeper breath. Notice what changes as you have the intention to be more present. Notice what you notice. And in a moment, but not yet, you're going to bring your attention back into the here and the now, in this particular space, at this particular time. But I only want you to do it in a way where you have the intention to stay still on the inside, so that when you open your eyes, you're looking from the stillness. And you can open your eyes now.
Okay, so now that you've explored a little bit of intention, again, this is something that you can evolve, you can use in other situations, not just in meditation, because it requires you to be in the moment, to set an intention, to set off an intention. I kind of say that because for me it's a bit like setting off a firework, so that you're telling the whole universe, boom, here I am and this is my intention. do that, you need to be in the moment. You can't have an intention unconsciously. It has to be a conscious thing. And when you're in the moment, you can bring about change. You can literally stop yourself in your tracks and break a negative cycle with a powerful intention. So whether it's in your meditation or in everyday life, learning to set a clear intention, a positive intention, and firing that off is a really, really powerful skill. And it really is a case of, part of meditating can be, because it's very supportive, setting your intention before you even sit down. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I've experienced up till now. My intention for this meditation is to be able to be really focused, to give it all of my attention, which is to give it my love, to be open to whatever comes up in my meditation, and to be present in the moment. So there's multiple intentions there, but you can see how that sets a nice orientation so that when you do sit down to meditate, to use a common phrase, you're going in with the best of intentions. And the word intention, it gets used a lot, but it really is actually one of the most powerful things you have in your kind of mental toolkit for aligning yourself. So even if you just have one intention every single morning, which is to align with love, that's all you really need. And then you can reinforce that every time you sit down to meditate. So, in a way, the shorter the intention, the more powerful it is. So my intention is love. It can even get to a point where it is just one word. So in the stillness of your meditation, you can just release the intention, love, or vibration, or peace. There's so many things that you can explore. And it's coming from that stillness and that sincerity as well. Because just with affirmations, the more you're emotionally aligned, then the more powerful it is. So if our intention is love, we don't need to go on a big drama inside and evoke massive amounts of feelings, but just have the intention that connectedness with love also includes your physical body, your emotional body, and your mind. So it's not just an intellectual thing, it's a holistic thing. And then you really supercharge those intentions. So something to play with, something to enjoy, something to enrich your life with, as well as your meditation. And really a bigger understanding now of the power of thought, the power of your mind. And maybe we can look back and see times where almost unconsciously we've been setting intentions that aren't supporting us. Whether it's in meditation or in everyday life. So we may put on a brave face and say, yeah, I'm going to go and do this. I'll give it my best shot. I'll try. And try is a wonderful word because it presupposes failure. So whenever someone says try to themselves or to someone else, it means that they've already decided it's not going to work. So, we may not be going in unconsciously with the best of intentions, but by taking conscious control of our intentions, of our mind, we can really start to align ourselves with love. And just to give you an idea of how that can be really, really supportive, we talked about in the mindfulness video, we talked about non-judgmental. So having the intention to be non-judgmental. We've talked about stillness, having the intention to be stiller. And there's so many other aspects, but it all boils down to love. So make love your intention, and then see how that flowers, see how that blossoms within your meditation and within your life. And it's just another thing to play with, that we're becoming much more conscious, much more awake to the power of our mind and how that can help us. And ultimately, what we really want to be doing is moving towards higher vibrations that are even higher than the mind. We're not going to get there intellectually, but we can certainly sort out our intellectual processes through affirmations, through mindfulness, through various forms of meditation, so that we are better aligned with stillness and love and more ready for advanced forms of meditation like light and sound. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really hope you found it enjoyable but also useful. If you've not already done so, then check out the first video that I did and then all the subsequent videos, because watching them in the order that they're presented, you'll get the most benefit from them. As with all the other things I do, including the teaching, MP3 downloads, articles and the ebook, everything I do for free. And I put it out there simply to help people just like you to get the most from their meditation. So please do feel free to share this video with others. And if you've not already had a look, then head on over to my website, where you'll find lots of downloads, useful articles, and even a free ebook. And most importantly, enjoy meditating and putting into practice these different techniques and things that we're learning. Thank you again for taking the time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.